Hey, good evening. I I'm just gonna start right off. Let y'all know that I'm coming on here just to literally fucking vent. So fucking frustrated. Literally just coming on here to fucking vent. Um, I get a lot of messages throughout the day. I get a lot of people contacting me about a various amount of stuff, and generally I think I'm pretty cordial and pretty polite. I've engaged a lot of people in a lot of different types of debate, and I'm usually very polite about a lot of stuff, and that applies to kind of how I am in my personal life and how I handle a lot of people. I just learned a long time ago that I don't have to fucking just slaughter everybody right off the bat because I live my life with the thought process that I'm always going to win. I never go into battle, into any type of scenario, thinking that I'm going to be second. That's a loser's mentality. If you walk into any scenario and you think that you're going to be second, you're going to be fucking second because you're a loser. You walk into that every meeting, everything you do, every appointment you take, every argument you get into, everything you ever do. I wouldn't say, well, maybe not argument, but every time you approach something that requires your full attention and all your effort, if you think for 1 second that you're not going to accomplish, then you're not going to accomplish. So I never go into anything thinking I'm going to be second. I go into everything thinking I'm going to be a fucking winner. So when I deal with people, when I deal with, we'll call it opposition, I have the opportunity to extend kindness. I have the opportunity to show a different side of me because I just don't. I already believe that I'm gonna come out on top. So why do I need to go and make people feel worse about me beating them? Right? That's just my mentality, right? And that's just how I've lived my life. I actually made a post on my Instagram story because I was just so fucking frustrated by what occurred. That literally, and it literally said, well, not literally because I'm going to try to recite it, but it said something to the effect that if you didn't help me get to where I am today, you have no say about how I live. And if you spent I'm talking about the smallest fucking amount of your life trying to bring me down, trying to hinder me, trying to make my life bad in any fucking way possible. I mean it from my soul, from the bottom of everything that I am, everything that the fiber that makes me. Go fuck yourself. There are people that believe they belong in my life, that have made every effort throughout my life to try to fucking bring me down. And they think that on a regular basis, they have the right to insert themselves in any fucking scenario in which I exist. And I can't stand it. I cannot fucking stand it. I have worked my ass off. I was having a conversation with my mom tonight, and growing up, I was an athlete. I traveled the world. Starting at 12 years old, I was a world-class athlete. My parents bought a ranch when I was 10. From the time I was 10 to the time I was 18 years old, my weekends were spent at that ranch, on the ranch, because we lived out there, on the ranch, weed eating every fucking mile of fence, both sides, weeding around the fences, picking up all the sticks, all the pine cones. I was a straight A student. I traveled the world as a fucking athlete. And then when I wasn't doing all of those other things, I was going to work with my father. I fucking worked. I've earned every goddamn thing that I got. And there are people out there that do not know what is required to fucking earn every fucking thing you have. I have told the stories on here. In 5 years, I had nothing. Every fucking thing that I ever had was taken from me. The stuff that I had worked for so long was gone. Everything was taken from me. Literally, the clothes on my back were taken from me. And there are people that contributed to that, and they think they have a fucking say-so in how I should live my life today. Well, I'm going to say, fuck you. I'm so fucking sick of your hypocrisy. I'm so fucking sick of you people out there thinking in any way whatsoever you contributed to who the fuck I am today. I busted my ass for every fucking thing I got. It was not given to me by a single soul. I am so fucking fed up with people believing that they can tell me how to live my life. You know, I was talking to my mom about this, and it really bothered me, was that when my father passed away, there was two people that everybody could depend on for my father. Because there was nobody else there for my father. Nobody. It was my mother and it was me. Now, I'm not holding anything against my sister. She lived in a different state. She would have been there if she could. But there wasn't another motherfucker that was out there. Everybody took everything that they could from my father. They took advantage of him throughout his entire life. They took advantage of his kindness. Now, I can't say that about my niece. You know, she really loved him, but and of course grandchildren. I'm not talking about that kind of shit, but I mean, there are people out there that literally did every fucking thing to take advantage of my father. And he was so fucking kind, so generous. And they think that because I am my father's son, that I am every bit as capable as my father, that I'm going to make the same fucking mistake that he made. You know, I used to say that I believe that the value of a man could be seen based on how many people showed up to his funeral. Now, when my father passed away, we held a service for him on the 20th of March. And my father was a generous, generous man. And yeah, a lot of people turned out, but my God, the people that did not, very fucking surprising to me. And these were people that my father helped. These were people that my father looked after and took care of. And they didn't fucking show up for my father. Worse, they didn't show up for my mother. But I seem to have people in my life that are so far on the fucking periphery that they believe they matter to me. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't live my life based on what the fuck you want. I'm going to live my life. And you don't have to like what the fuck I have to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Why? Because this is my platform. And if you want to say something on your fucking page and you're bullshitting to all the other fucking sycophants that you may have, by all means, fucking do that. But what I'm going to say is on my place, and I'm going to fucking say it because I want to. I am fed up with anybody thinking that they can dictate to me how I'm going to live my life. I ran my father's business from an operational standpoint for many, 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 many years prior to his passing. And when he passed, I took over management of every aspect of that business. And we have grown it. And I didn't do it with the fucking help of anybody else. Yeah, I've got some really great employees. I'm blessed to have the team that I've got. But the restructuring and everything else did not take place with the assistance of a single other person. I had to manage and organize everything by myself. I've literally gone out of my way. I had completely from the fucking bootstraps. And still there are people thinking that they have the right. They have the fucking audacity to insert themselves in my life and tell me what I should and should not do because they got a little embarrassed. Fuck you. I've been kind. I've been kind for a long goddamn time. Even after all the horrible shit that's been said and done my entire fucking life. Yeah. The mean, nasty things that were said about my family. The mean, nasty things that were said about me. My mom, my dad, my sister. The horrible things. And still, I don't say names. I still don't degrade them. Because, see, they have to live with this. They have to live with the guilt and the knowledge of the things that they've said and done. The things that they contributed to. The people that they helped. See, what people don't realize is when I was younger, I worked for my father. I ran the business. For example, my father was afraid of heights. The business we're in, storms blow roofs off. So I would be the one that would have to go out, and I'd have to get on roofs. But when I was gone, my dad couldn't do that. He was afraid of heights. So when you hurt me, you hurt my family. When you hurt me, you hurt my mother and my father. Which ultimately ends up hurting other people. Because there's employees. There's other people, and that's just the reality of it. But see, some of these people are so fucking nearsighted because they've never actually earned anything in their lives. They don't know what it's like to actually go fucking work for it. They don't know it. And so, it's no big deal to try to take it away from somebody else. You know, I did a live earlier, not a live, I did a video earlier today, and very surprisingly, I posted it on YouTube, and in a very, very short period of time, it became the #1 video on my new YouTube channel. The amount of views that it garnered in an hour doubled any other video that I'd ever had. I didn't think that it would. I had no idea that it would. And what I was doing was I was revealing something about myself, my life, which I have the fucking right to do. Let me repeat that. It's my life. I have the right to talk about my life. You watch my videos, I'm very gentle towards the people that I talk about in those videos. I generally don't use names in any of my videos. I don't talk about people very specifically. I talk about them specifically, but I don't use their names, things like that. And I ended up deleting this video because my mother asked me to. My mother asked me to delete this video. I didn't delete it for any other reason. I deleted it because my mother asked me to. And she didn't ask me to delete it because she thought I was wrong for anything I said in there. In fact, she knew that there was nothing bad that I said. But she didn't think that the grief that was going to come of it was worth it. So I deleted it because my mother requested. Because you know what? I'm a son. And you know who's been there for me my entire life? My mom. I'm 39 years old, and I'm okay at this point if someone wants to call me a fucking mama's boy. I was spoiled as fuck when I was a kid. Never going to deny that. I openly acknowledge that. I'm grateful for it. I've learned so much from it. I'm not gonna be one of these people that says, hey, I wasn't this, I wasn't that. No, I was fucking spoiled. And I certainly had many opportunities that maybe other people wouldn't have had who were in my position or that weren't in my position. I was spoiled. My mom traveled the world with me. My mom was there at most of my events. When I was gone, when I was away, my mom was there helping me, supporting me. My mom was dealing with shit people on the outside. She was now catching the brunt. The nasty things people did and said, my mom they were doing to me, my mom was catching the brunt of it. There was people lying to help others because they believed it hurt me. And they just hurt my mom. So my mom asked me to delete it. So I did. And it really fucking bothered me to do it. Not because of the views or anything like that, but the fact is it's my life. And nothing I said in that video was offensive or a lie or overboard. In fact, in many cases, I was very kind and complimentary, and in other cases, I was just factual. But there are certain people that believe their fucking lives matter more than anybody else's because they're the most important people around. Fuck you. So sick of your shit. I'm 39 years old. I don't have to deal with your shit anymore. Period. And you don't have the right to involve my mom in any of it. Woman's 65 years old. She lost her husband 6 months ago. She don't need this fucking bullshit from you. Leave her the fuck alone. I don't get it. I don't get people. It's just, it's so frustrating, especially, like I said, it's my life. I'm allowed to talk about my life. Hey, it's a free fucking country. It's not limited. You don't get to just ban unpopular speech. You don't get to just not let people say what the fuck they want to say because you don't like it. That's the exact opposite of what you supposedly are wanting to stand for. If you believe in the First Amendment, you believe in the freedom of speech, it applies to all, whether or not you like what the fuck they have to say. There's a lot of people that say a lot of shit that I don't fucking like. But I tell you what, I'll fucking support their right to say it. I may not agree with the shit that they got to say. I don't have to fucking like it. But I'll support their right to say it. And just because it maybe hurts a little feelings here and there, it's not what it's intended for. It certainly wasn't intended for that. Not at all. But so in doing that, I've made a commitment that what I'm going to do is that certain things from now on won't be discussed. Certain people will not be discussed in any way, shape, or form whatsoever on any of my shows going forward. Certain things or certain people may be loosely referenced only because it's part of my life, but I'll never discuss those people ever again, directly or really indirectly. I'll do my best not to do that. I can't promise that nothing will ever come up, but rest assured that this group of people won't ever be discussed ever again. And you got your own platform. Say what the fuck you wanted to say on yours. Text all the fucking people you want to text. Call everybody and say Jason's an asshole. Jason's a jerk. Because he said mean, nasty things on YouTube and Facebook. You didn't like what he had to say to you. Fuck you. I'll say what I want. Freedom of speech is absolute. I can promise you I got lots and lots and lots of things, documents and endless amounts of paper that worse things were fucking said about me that were completely untrue. So, I work hard. And that's the other part about this is I'm building something from scratch. And it started out a long time ago really as an outlet. Because I will admit, for a long, long time in my life that I dealt with a certain amount of insecurities. It was a feeling that I was never going to be good enough. I always wanted to be better than my father. Not because, and when I say my father was a great dad, he was a great, great, great father. But he was so fucking good. And I'm competitive. And I wanted to be better than my dad. So I went through a long period of my life where I never thought I was going to be as good as him. And in many ways, I never will be. I got no problem acknowledging that. There's a lot of ways that I will never be as good as my father. For example, my father was married to my mom for 42 years after knowing each other for 18 days. I'll never fucking touch that. I'll never match that. If I get married tomorrow, 42 years from now, I'll be fucking 70. I'll be 82, 81 years old to be able to live, to be married for 42 years. There's so many ways that I'll never be as great as my father, and I've accepted that. But I went through a lot of years with a lot of insecurity, which ultimately turned into kind of some self-loathing and some depression. And a couple years ago, coming on here and doing lives and reaching out to people and expressing how I felt became very therapeutic for me. And what I would do is just talk about my day and talk about certain things. And what it's turned into is what will be a show where, there's an actual studio involved with production and guests and things like that. Something that was just part of who I am and was being used as a platform for just talking and getting my mind off of some of the shit that was going through my head has turned into this. Where I've got several thousand people on my Facebook page, 16,000 people on my Instagram page, Jason.Husk. Instagram, Jason, Husk. But so that took years to cultivate an audience that actually cared to look and watch. Now, not everybody watches every fucking thing, but now I know that there are certain people that watch everything like a fucking hawk because they don't care about the content of what's being said. They just care, they care for selfish reasons. So, but I've built this from scratch. And it's based on me, who I am. All I do is talk about my life. All I do is talk about the things that go on with me in my life, in my business, in my dogs, in my friends. It's all I do is talk about all that kind of shit. And apparently, people like it. And people apparently don't understand what it takes for that. Because they're just that fucking sad with their own lives for whatever reason. For whatever reason. And I don't know. I don't want to interpret why they're sad or anything like that, but clearly they are. because they just don't want to see other people happy. They think that their happiness should be paramount. That's the problem. What I do, yeah, it helps me. But I talk about this all the time. What I do actually helps more people than it helps me. And that actually gives me more joy. And it's a fucking cycle, because then it makes me happy and I try to make more people happy. And if I can reach out to 10 people here and then 20 people there and 30 people, if I can, then I'm happy because I'm helping other people be happy. Because there's people out there that go through the same shit that I've gone through, that can relate, that have dealt with what feels like mental illness, that feels like depression, not wanting to get out of bed. Guys, don't talk about that shit. I got no fucking problem talking about it. It's hard. It's hard when you're so fucking angry at yourself that to get out of bed. When shit's going wrong in your fucking life, you don't know what to do. You just feel everything's fucking gray. And you don't know what to fucking do. And you don't want to do laundry. And you don't want to do dishes. And you barely want to get out of bed so you can let your dogs get out and go to the bathroom. You're not eating. Guys don't talk about that kind of stuff. But it helps me to talk about it. It helps me. And in turn, it helps a lot of other people. That's how I've built this up. It's not because I'm being selfish by talking about my life and trying to hurt other people. It actually is about helping other people, talking about my life, and people can relate and have similar experiences, but they're afraid to talk about those things for the fear that they'll be ridiculed. Well, I gave away that fear a long time ago. I said a long time ago I was okay with being ridiculed. I was okay with being hated. Because I was going to be true to myself. I was going to be who I was. I was going to be honest about my life. And if it helped other people, so much the better. And it did, and it does. And that's actually what I talk about every day when I end one of my shows, is how many people fucking message me saying, thank you. What you said today was awesome. It really helped. Hey, what you said today gave me a new point of view. Hey, what you said today made me really feel good about myself. Man, you really made my day. Thank you. You know how hard it is, like I was talking about from the very beginning of this, to maintain the mentality that you're always going to fucking win? You know how difficult that is, how draining it is? It takes a toll on your body, but you got to practice it, you got to work it, and you got to stay consistent with it. It's fucking hard. And I don't have a problem putting it out there. And sometimes I just got to pump myself up. I got to be my own biggest fucking cheerleader sometimes. It's hard. It's difficult. And people want to fucking put you down, and they always want to bring you down because they're sad. Like I said, I'm a fortunate man. I believe I'm a fortunate individual. I have been blessed with an amazing life. I've been places, done amazing things. I've had horrible fucking experiences that I deserved, that I take full responsibility for my actions. I have suffered in ways unimaginable to so many people. I've been broke. I mean, broke. Now, I guess not in the traditional sense, because I still had like a house and I had cars and things like that. You know, if I really needed to, I could sell certain things. But it costs money to live like that. And I had no more fucking money. I've been where there's literally no fucking money in the bank account. I can't buy milk or food for my kids. And I worked. And I worked. And I worked more. And I built shit from nothing. And a year ago, I bought this house. After spending 4 years in prison. Life destroyed. People that are probably watching this right now helped contribute to it. Helped contribute to my life being fucking destroyed. Now, I will take responsibility for creating the origin. Had I not done what I did, it would have never given anybody any fuel whatsoever to fuck with me. But what they certainly did was pile on. They took an opportunity. They felt they could better themselves, and they piled on. And I still came out on top. And it bothers you, doesn't it? It bothers you that I worked my ass off. And throughout all the shit, I still came out on top. When I say I'm a winner, it's not because I want to be, I want to be arrogant. I fucking win. I don't go into anything thinking I will be second. Only losers do that. And I know it bothers some people that I've come out on top. Shame on you. I pity you. I won't live my life based on what you think I should be. I will be true to who I am. I'll never go out of my way to hurt other people's feelings. I'll never go out of my way to be nasty to somebody. But I won't allow you to dictate to me who I will be. So, guys, I have no idea how many people watch this. Maybe nobody. Somebody. I don't know. I hope that in some way anything I said on here tonight maybe helped one person. If it helped one person, it's great. I'm tired of living my life by what other people think I should do. It's my fucking time to live my life the way I want to live my life. And all I want to do is just live my fucking life. I don't want any fucking drama from anybody. I don't want to hear anybody else's fucking opinion about what the fuck I'm going to do or what I'm going to say. Because I'm certainly... Look, I don't approve of y'all's lives. I don't approve of all the shit you guys say. And quite honestly, it's fucking embarrassing. If I was you guys... If I was a lot of these people out here that I see, I'd be fucking embarrassed. I wouldn't live my life the way some of these people live their lives. But that's their life, right? I live my life the way I want to live my life. I don't need somebody else's permission to do what the fuck I do. I pay my bills. Nobody else does. I run a company that employs a lot of people. I bring in a lot of business that helps support a lot of people. Work hard. I don't need anybody's fucking permission or approval about how I live my life. So, anyway, I'm done. Rant over. Now I'll sleep better. So I'm not going to allow somebody to ruin my fucking day. You guys ruined my fucking workout. Ruin my workout. I won't allow you to ruin the rest of my day. When this is over with, I won't think about you again. I won't think about this again. So, your power over me is gone. It's done. You have no more. I've taken it back. I won't allow you to dictate to me what I do in my life. Ever. So, Hope everybody who's watching this, either still watching, stopped watching, maybe will come back. Some people watch it later. Hope everybody has an amazing day, wherever you are. I hope your day goes exactly how you want it to. You accomplish all the things you want to accomplish. Hope that the sun shines on you and beautiful things come your way. I really do. I truly do. I believe that with all my heart. I hope that with all my heart for all the people around. Because I will tell you, I learned a long time ago that it's a lot better to have love and joy for everyone around you and hope for everybody else's success instead of hoping for their failure. Because hoping for other people's failure is a virus. It eats at you. It doesn't eat at the people that you try to bring down. It eats at you. It soon encompasses who you are as a person. It always makes you sad. It tears parts of your soul away. And you'll never be happy. I'm happy. I'm happy in my life. Very happy in my life. Is everything perfect in my life? Absolutely not. No life is perfect. There's things that I wish I could change. There's things I wish I could do in my life. But that's the way it is. But what I do have, I'm grateful for. And I appreciate it. And that's how you guys should be too. Each and every single one of you should be grateful for what you do have. Work harder for more, but be grateful for what you got. Say thank you every day for what you do have. Because I can promise you what we have, if you're watching this, it means you got a cell phone or a computer and you got internet connection or a cellular service. You probably got a lot more than other people in this world. So there's at least that. If you got a chair to sit in, a bed to sleep in, a table to eat food at, you probably got a lot more than other people in this world. So at least be grateful for that. Because I am. I'm grateful that I don't have to sit at a 4-seat table made out of stainless steel and eat 3 times a day, or cook over a bunk, or take a shit next to 5 other people, or shower next to 6 other people. I'm grateful for that. I got a great, huge, amazing home. 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 3-car garage. I'm grateful. I have an amazing family, great friends. I'm grateful. You should too. You should be grateful too for the things you do have. Work harder for more if that's what you want, but be grateful for what you do have. Stop trying to bring other people down. Stop measuring what you don't have against what someone else has. It's not their fault that they have what you may want. It's not their fault. Work harder. And this is my platform, and I'm working hard at it. I may fuck it up. I may not do the best thing all the time, but it's mine. And I'm working hard at it. And it makes me happy. And it makes other people happy. I know that because people message me every day for it. And that adds to more happiness. I genuinely like seeing other people happy. That makes no sense to me anymore. That other people just don't want to see other people happy. Fuck you people. Fuck you guys. Because I'm a Conker. As I said on that picture today. Yeah, I tell you what, y'all fucked up my workout. There was one person involved in that, not including my mother. I won't mention the individual's name, but there's one person involved that I hold zero any of this against. This individual is an innocent. Quite honestly, I believe is put in the middle of some of this stuff, and it's not fair. I hold nothing against that person whatsoever. This person, unfortunately, was drug into something, and it quite honestly should not have been. Kind of sad. Kind of sad that you would do that. Sad that you would involve that person. But it's not their fault. It's not that person's fault. So, but yeah, I tell you what, y'all fucked up my workout, but you fueled me. I worked out for 2 hours today. 2 hours, and I was chomping at the bit to go for more. My volume today, I did hamstrings and I did biceps and triceps today, and my volume was 47,000 pounds. I get higher than that when I do deadlifts and squats because I do a shitload of reps and things like that. But doing biceps and triceps, and if you take away the other workout for my hamstrings, that I still did 42,000 pounds, y'all fueled me. I was ready to go for more, but I knew I had to stop because I'd have stayed there forever. I'd still be going. I'd still be putting up them fucking pounds because y'all just gonna make me better. You can hate all fucking day long, but you ain't gonna bring me down. I will persevere. I will conquer. I will win. Always, because I'm willing to work for it. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. I was a sprinter when I grew up, but I learned that life's a marathon, and I will fucking win at life because I'm willing to put in the work for it. So, anyway, that's enough. I'm just some fucking idiot who likes to spout shit off. I just enjoy it, but this is me. This is my life. This is who I am. And you guys will always get that from me. I will always be true and honest. And you may not, there's going to be people out there that don't fucking like that. And I truly do. I am sorry if I hurt anybody's feelings. I really am sorry if I hurt anybody's feelings. I really am. Because that's never what's intended. I'll flat out say to the person, to certain people, and I'll use their names if my intention is to hurt their fucking feelings. But that's never really my intention, is never really to hurt anybody's feelings. I just want to be honest and be who I am. So I will say that I am sorry if anybody got their feelings hurt. If anybody was sad or embarrassed or upset or whatever, I am sorry. But your problems really aren't my problems. Your life isn't my life. My life's not your life. We chose different paths. And I'm fucking winning at my version of life. I enjoy it. It's not perfect, but it's mine. And I'll work for it every single day. And I hope you guys do too. So, anyway. Woosah! What's it do? Is this right here? Woosah. Oh, man. All right. I'm really out of here, guys. Thank y'all, everybody. Thank you so much. If anybody messaged me on here while I'm ranting and raving, I'll try to message you guys back. Thank y'all so much, and I appreciate it. Y'all help me. Y'all do. Y'all help me. And I love you all for it. I love everybody out there. I really do. I truly do have a tremendous amount of love in my heart for everybody out there. Everybody. No matter what you've done to me personally, what you've done to my family, the things you might have said, trying to hurt my family, at some level, I do love you. I may not care much about you, but I do love you. We just live different paths. Just who we are. And that's okay. So, anyway, I'm out here. Thank you. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.